I guess that what I look for as I read Scripture is two things. One is something to do with just letting the words resonate a bit. Reading aloud helps sometimes. Certainly with some passages, not with all, but with the Psalms, with some bits of the Genesis story, some bits of Samuel and Kings, never mind the Gospels. Let the words resonate, take it slowly, and don't try to get to the message too quickly, just watch. And what you watch for, the second thing, is how human beings are changed through the story, how they're opened up. It seems to me the whole of Scripture is really about how the impact of God alters human beings. Now sometimes it alters them in rather bizarre ways. The Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon Samson, and some very odd things happened then, and Samson's not the kind of person you want to have in your Sunday school. But equally you have the story of Joseph in Genesis. Joseph, who begins as a really, really objectionable character. He's a thoroughly unpleasant young man. He's sneery and superior and ambitious, and yeah. And eventually, all his dreams come true, and he's become the sort of Grand Vizier of this Arabian Nights kingdom. And there are his brothers who hated him, grovelling on the floor before him. And you think, yeah, that's what it's all about. But he breaks out in tears when he sees this. He suddenly realizes that he's got there, and what's got him there is a whole lot of things which have separated him from others, which have given him power that he's been using very, harshly, and he can't keep it up. And that great moment when he says, "Let everybody go out from me," and he's left alone with his brothers, and he says, "I'm Joseph, your brother," and they don't know what to say. And he says, "I am Joseph, your brother." And he says, "You thought you were doing something terrible to me, but it was all so that I could do something good for you." And you see this man who's been through this strange fairy tale existence suddenly saying, "You know what this is all about? It's so that I can serve you." Or again, when Jacob meets Esau again in Genesis, he's run away from Esau, he's behaved appallingly. So many of these characters in Genesis are really disagreeable people. And he's terrified of meeting his brother. He thinks he's going to be beaten up and killed. And Esau sort of beams and opens his arms and says, "Well, I've missed you." And Jacob says, "To see your face is like seeing the face of God." Now, these, to me, are the stories which show you the impact of God on lives. These complicated, delightful, sometimes shocking, vivid stories about how God weaves himself into the accidents and the toing and froing of people's lives. And at last there comes this moment of recognition. Do you know, I've got it all wrong. And it's wonderful.